no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Sees a crease. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for running room. Here's a little room there. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bruins offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hauls it in. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They got him down pretty. After the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. See some running room. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Turning it on! Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Wolverines kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Working the ground game. Maybe some room here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Marshall. Still on his feet at the 45. Running through contact. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man, it's Buchanan. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Could be got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Turns it upfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Those holding calls when you're just into plus territory, man, those are costly at 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the Q...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They're going to mark this one at the 15. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Rides to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Keeps it moving. It's Davison. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hubs it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already.
Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Underwood. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Wants to throw on third. They're all over him. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Throwing, Underwood. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Keeping his eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Enough to move the chains. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Hits inside, it's Davison. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 11 team, the BYU Cougars.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half, his quarterback has to improve. Those first-half turnovers are the story of the game. Because they have run the ball somewhat successfully, I do expect them to go more to the ground game here in the second half and let their quarterback get his composure and stop turning over the ball. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got him. at the 45 on its way. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. One big play, you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Tells the run, wants to pass. Just barely got rid of it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bruins. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. That one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Quick give. It's Davison. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. On the return, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Upstairs to make the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run to score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. Be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Unloads in the nick of time.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And they got him.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Handoff from the gun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Underwood to throw. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Underwood moves to his right. Throwing on the run. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the returner will be brought down. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he throws another interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The play fake. Finds his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Runs through a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Sees an alley. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed.
Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got a little grass. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own, and the ball is loose on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Rush is on.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Davison. Driven back. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the...
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Davison.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. A designed run for the quarterback. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for room. It's Davison. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do